Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel on this road to 2000. This will be day 215. On a bit of a decline now. After the highs of last week and hitting a new peak at 1750, we are now back down to 1734, which is annoying. And yeah, look, we just got to try and turn it around and try and not let the psychological side get to us and just try and fight back. Right, okay, here we go. We've got the white pieces. Can we do any better today? Right, let's go. Okay, so they are going to contest the middle. It just happens. It just happens. Okay, we reply back with d4. We want that center. We don't want this pawn pushing anymore. And then we are going to finish development. And one thing I have been doing as well is trying to contest the middle again. And if they take, I take back. But they have a check. So that wouldn't be good. But I can't just defend. So say I go for it. They take. I take. They take. I take. Then I've got a knight in a decent position. However, if I push, they take. I take. I've got to check myself. Where do they go? I should probably finish development. But now, let's go over this one more time. Say I take. I just think if I take, they take, I take, check, stop them. If I take, they take, knight takes. Knight's in a decent position, no? Just check. Does it do anything? I want to take. I'm going to take like this. Now, again, the check can just be met with this. They are looking at this pawn, which we are going to try and protect, like so. Okay. So they can actually win this pawn. Right, okay. Now, what about if I jump in here? And then push. I'm going to jump in here. It's a nice diagonal. I need to castle. Say I push, and they take. I've got to... No. Sorry, bishop defends. Just attack the queen. There's no check. Currently, maybe jump there. Take a pawn, but I just get hit with the rook. I think I've been a bit too ambitious. I need to just settle down. Okay. Now, what do they do, actually? So say I hit the queen. Queen just jumps out. And then if I do that, queen just takes. So I might just have to come back here. But at least I live to fight another day. So let's just come back. I'm protecting this pawn now 3 times. If they move their knight, we take the rook. If I push, they take. So that don't happen. So we're just going to castle. Yeah, castle, just castle. Now, I would obviously love to get this knight out. F4, E6. Attacking both things. That is the plan. I expect them to see it. Okay, they want it away from the diagonal. I get it. The way I always try and visualize the board is imagining pawns aren't there, or even pieces. So what's looking at what? The queen's looking at the queen. Bishop, nothing. This bishop's looking at the... So always just try and, like, imagine the x-rays. I think it's even called the x-ray, isn't it? So how can I try and make this happen? Whoa. Now, if I jump in here, I just lose the... They just take. I take. All right, I'm going to centralize a rook. If they want to take this, they can. I'll have to take back with the queen. They can attack my rook, but I just come into this sort of open file. They'd probably go all the way back. Okay. So bearing in mind that this pawn is still pretty isolated, so wow, why have they gone back? Right, if I push, they take. Just trying to think of a better way to try and get this into the game. I think it's a... I don't understand. I need to try and figure out why they've gone back. I don't see it. I think this rook needs to be centralized. Yeah, just making sure. Just I didn't understand why they've gone back. They may just want it tucked away in the corner, a bit more like mine. Just sort of. Okay, now they are looking at a fork themselves. So to get out of that fork, and they're looking at the pawn. Right, first things first. Let's just get rid of that. Now, I don't think that if I jump in here, attacking this pawn twice, because they're going to win a pawn, and also attacking the... I don't think that's a bad move. But I do have to be a little bit careful, just because if I take, queen can come in. Well, they can't because knight protects, but it's just still a little bit... Do I take with the queen, try and force them off? Check. Oh, what's going on here? What is going on here? So now I can just force them off. They win this pawn. I don't know what I think about this. If I take, actually, they can just do this and defend. So I'm going to take... Say goodbye to the queens. They'll win this pawn, but I've just won that pawn, so it'll be equal. Now that's quite good. So I expect them to maybe push me away, but it just helps me move to e7 while I'm attacking this. So I'm going to jump up onto e7 first. Their rook wants to get into the game a little bit more. There is a check if they're not careful. Yeah, I'm definitely coming in now. So rook comes over. At what point do I try and get this in? It doesn't do much. See, that was the move. Now, it's a shame it's not on. So say I just come back. Do they see it? Saying that, they can defend. So I take, they take. So I should probably have just... What about if I come in here? Then I've got this. If they defend. Right now, I think that helps my cause. So only just though. Yeah, but... I'm going to take... Now, I don't want to lose this. But I don't want to lose the pawn. So... What do I do in this position? I don't want to lose. I'll have two isolated pawns. Jump in here. Damn it. Right, okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to lose the pawn. That's probably the most stupid thing I've done, but I have a reason for it. Now, I need to get that king into the game now. Maybe I'll block their king off, but these pawns they're running already is just not good. I think I've got to do this. I've got to do it now. I've got to get rid of it. After all of that, I've got to get rid of it and maybe try and work these two pawns. But I can't stop these two. So at least if they push, I can do this. But I need the king over. The only good thing here is that I can, if they push, take. Failing that, if I go here and they go here, then I can just... Okie. Let's get the king. I'm trying to get the king involved. Still can't push. They've got to be careful where they bring their king as well. If I push this pawn forward, at least I don't need to worry about this pawn being captured. Let's push this pawn and then just try and get this one over. Attacking stuff, and because they push this pawn forward, it's no longer defended by the bishop, so they want to get this out of the way. In fact, there's a check. There is a check. I take. Now, they take the pawn, but does that allow me to then get out of this situation? Yeah, it does, but check. They can go here. What about this? They can't check. I mean, we can keep on trying to cause trouble. Exchanging off. I'm a pawn down. I mean, end game, pawn down. It can make all the difference. What do I do? What about this? And then what? Potentially come in here, and then what? They go here. So a check. In fact, hang on, if a check, then where? Can only go here. I just don't have anything. I've got nothing. Right, okay. I can't win it. I can't win it. There may have been tactics, but take the draw, lose a point. Wow, did they just... It just made a mistake. And that's a big mistake. They took their eye off the ball. So how do we sort this out? Pawn chain, defended from the base. As long as the base is defended, the rest is cool. So we now try and get this in. Try and get rid of this pawn. And then get the king active. And they can't attack this. As long as the rook's there, they cannot do anything about that. So we are now just... We even saved the... Oh, that is cheeky. That's nice. That's very pretty. I don't quite know what to think about that. That was lovely. That was very nice. Okay, so maybe this is the pawn then, because they're going to take this pawn. Just get forward. We've cut the king off. They've got a fork. I can protect. Sugar. No. I messed this one up well and truly. Well played. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Funny times. Funny times. Good game to my opponent. I mean, I had that. I thought I could get that pawn home quick enough. But that definitely wasn't the case. So the run goes on. This poor form is continuing. It's really frustrating. Right, okay. Wow, they had 3 blunders. I had 0 blunders. 72% by myself. 74 by them. And oh my gosh. What happened here? I missed a few things in this game. That's annoying. He likes it. Okay. I thought it might be a bit premature just because... Going back to that square. Okay, it's more central. I get it. Take. Split up their pawns a bit, I guess. Yeah, it's saying that isolated pawn. Fair enough. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. That is... These are the kind of things. These are the mistakes. Listen, there's smaller mistakes which puts you in a better position, which if you miss them a little bit here at this level, it's fine. If you're missing things like this, then there's no way you're getting to sort of 1800, let alone 2000. You cannot be missing this. At 1700, you just can't be missing that. Yeah, you can't be missing that. Cannot be missing that. And that is massive. That's massive. Yeah, that's so poor. And they've obviously seen it. Yeah, I should have just stuck on that rank as well. Cuts the king off as well. Come back. And I've... Wow, just go over there. Allow them to take the pawn was just a mistake. And then try and give them the knight back. Totally losing now, 4.2 down. Why is that a blunder? How's that winning a pawn? Right, okay. And then I've gone up and it's just confused them. They've been like, oh, okay. And here I should be winning it. I should be winning it 4.8. I thought this was a really nice move by them coming up. Lovely move. Yeah, it says I should have taken. My king would have got there in time. Then I could have got this pawn forward and attacked this with the... just bad calculation in the last 20 seconds, to be fair. Yeah, there. Why not there? Why not there? Hang on a minute. So I take. They move forward. I can still defend it. I can still defend it. Hang on. What about here? They move out the way. I take. They kind of have to take back. I'm just still winning it. Wow. Just rushed it. End game. You know what it's like. Sometimes you just got no time to think. But the bad run kind of looks 1733. It's still nice to be in the 1700s and mixing up with people on that level. But, you know, it's... yeah, it's it's been a while since a victory, so we just look forward to the next one and see what we can do. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Happy chessing. Take care. See you all later. Bye bye.